Hi there.
We're here for more of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind.
We are, after many a struggle.
Yeah, we have had a lot of difficulties finding time to record this week.
It has been a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, a heck of a week.
Yep.
But we made it. We're only 5 days late. But you guys hopefully won't notice because we're going to record twice this week.
Maybe. We don't know.
We'll see what we can do.
But anyways, this was a 2-part episode.
Excellent.
And the first half we had Chocolata and Secco were invading Rome.
Oh, yeah.
And Giorno was going up to face off with Chocolata, and that was where we left off.
Man, I totally forgot. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Good stuff.
Admittedly, the weather is quite lovely for a blind date.
Oh, yeah, I remember these guys.
Yeah.
They're weird.
They are.
Because they can only go up.
Yeah.
I wish that there were actually diseases that if you go down, you get sicker. That would be a neat disease.
I think Giorno mentioned it earlier that it's based on a fungus that infects animals or bugs. Is what I was.
Oh, I've heard about fungus that infests bugs, and
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It still would be neat, like if you go downhill, you get the flu.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the problem with COVID. It's the barometer.
Yeah. Well, there is more air the lower down you go.
It's true.
Like, if you're up high on, like, a mountain, it's harder to breathe.
That's true. That's why here, we live in Utah.
We live in the mountains.
We live in the mountains, and the Olympic teams come and train here, like the bike teams, because the air is
spend, like, an entire week in, like, trying to get used to the air.
Yeah, but they do it so that then when they go back down to sea level, then they're like, oh man, this is awesome, and I can ride really good because I'm so used to not having any air.
Yeah. But up here, we're just used to not having any air in general.
Yeah.
Mista, we just have to climb up to the cockpit.
Great, let's climb a tree. Then again.
Can't you just shoot him? Oh, I guess that's what he's saying.
Guys, get your feelers out! Hunt his ass down fast!
What? You can't chop the Sex Pistols in half. Mista is my favorite of this season, by the way.
Oh, he is?
Because he has the best stand.
I honestly expected you to hate him a lot.
I mean, he's not as good as season 4. I mean, he's no Koichi.
Yeah, he's no Koichi.
I can't nail down his exact spot, but I know for sure he hasn't left the chopper. In which case, strike him down, Golden Wind!
Punch, 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 punch! When in doubt, punch. That's how this show operates.
Pretty much.
What the?
What the heck?
Lucky me. Green Tea's mold can perform this critical sealing, allowing me to maintain my freedom of movement and the ability to hide wherever I please, even while I'm dissected.
You can't afford to fall any further, Giorno! That horrible mold's gonna get you if you sink lower than that!
This is taking a turn for the weird. For the bizarre. This adventure has become bizarre. He's got a moldy head.
Bene, looks like my aim for your propellers was right on the money. It was a perfect hit. I knew your putrid mold would naturally end up consuming my branches. But when a branch separates from its body, it dies. All that's left is wood. And because you destroyed the branch, it returned to bullet form. Oh, and before I forget, about all that creepy happiness bullshit, it might
I love This makes no sense at all. But I love how he gives a speech while he's plummeting, and he's like, oh, by the way, this, and this.
Right now, you're likely thinking to yourself, maybe, just maybe, if I could only move a little bit that way, then I'd be able to escape through the trench before that Stronzo could get to me.
We've got a little bit of Joestar action coming in and saying, right now, this is what you're thinking. You're about to say... Who was that, Jonathan?
That was Joseph.
Joseph.
Severed. I've got 4 cracked ribs, not to mention my humerus and carpals are pretty much shot. Climbing all the way up there to get to you would present a challenge, I would say. How lucky for me, then, that my stand is none other than Golden Wind. It has power in spades in a range of 2 meters. That means you fall well within its reach. It'll only take an instant for us to crush you.
He's dead, Giorno! You already got him right.
I would love it if this whole speech happened and he really was dead.
Mass, the entire time you were running your worthless mouth, you didn't even notice my right arm sneaking toward your little friends in the shadows once, now did ya? Well, Mista's throat will have to pay the price. Seems you have to choose. Either you can pursue me, or you can heal your precious pal. Who's winning now, worthless fool? Time to die!
You were close. I drew out my speech in order to buy myself time. The bullet that...
It's totally... You think you won. Oh, no, wait, I win. No, I win.
Yeah.
But you said that if I just stayed still, that I would still make it out of this alive.
Oh, give me a break. If you really thought I was being serious, then you're the worthless fool. I don't spare pieces of shit.
What did you just call me?
Now he's done it. That's a lot of punching. And they continue to punch a lot. Crunch. Burnable trash pickup. That's what happens to Chucky in one of the Chucky movies. As he falls into the garbage can, and then the garbage can compacts him in the garbage truck.
I thought you were talking about Chuck E. Cheese for a second.
No, like the movie Child's Play.
Yeah.
Chucky.
For a second, I thought you meant Chuck E. Cheese.
That'd be awesome if it happened to Chuck E. Cheese.
Even if the boss numbers among them, not only will I destroy those irksome louts, I will transcend the boss himself. And you shall be by my side because you are strong. Giorno's here. I must go. Just one more thing. I want you to know that you are very dear to me, Sekko. Talk to you soon.
That was a weird phone call. I can't remember what's on fire.
Rome,
Yeah, but why?
because he caused a lot of people to die with the mold, so like there's car crashes.
Oh.
And stuff.
It's Professor X. To be continued.
To be continued. All right. What did you think?
Well, I was surprised to see Chocolata die before Scroungy. What's his name?
Sekko.
Sekko. I thought Sekko, being the buffoon, would die sooner, and Chocolata, being the evil mastermind, would die later. Chocolata's death Made no sense. I love in this show, all the series, like every series, they say, well, I foresaw that you would do this and this and this, and so 10 minutes ago I laid this plan into motion, and it's like the craziest weirdo plan. Like, how could they have ever anticipated what was going to happen? But they do it all the time, and it always works. And both bad guys and good guys do it, but they just can predict the future. And it's delightful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to know who Professor X is.
That's the guy that they were talking to on the computer last episode, because remember, someone contacted
That's right.
them and was showing them the arrow and was like, I have a special arrow and you can use it to defeat the boss.
That's right.
So maybe we'll see more of them later.
Maybe we will.
Maybe
Perhaps
next
so.
episode.
Perhaps so.
Perhaps so.
Who's to say?
Who's to say? And while we're on the subject of this episode,
Yes.
earlier in part 3, we watched the episode Jotaro versus Steely Dan.
Okay.
And that episode ended with a long beatdown scene that in the original manga was 3.5 pages long. And I told you it was the second longest beatdown in the entire series.
Oh, so this big punching fight is the longest?
Yeah, it was 7 full color pages in the original thing.
That's
of just
pretty
him
awesome.
punching him. Yeah.
Referred to as a 7-page muda.
Yes.
That's awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
Well, it's totally silly, but it's awesome. Speaking of which, somebody in a comment on one of my videos on my channel suggested that I read the Iraqi book, the manga and the art of manga and how to write manga, whatever it is. So I downloaded it on the Kindle, so I'm totally going to read it.
Have you read any of it
Maybe.
so far?
No, I haven't even opened it.
Oh.
But I'm interested in reading it and seeing a peek inside this crazy person's head. So we'll see what...
Well, I already own it as a hard copy, and I've read some of it.
Is it a peek inside a crazy person's head?
A little, I guess.
I'm intrigued, I have to say. I'm intrigued.
Right.
In other unrelated news, but kind of related, I wrote an article today for my job, and my job, I'm a writer, as you guys know. I write books, but for my day job, I'm a writer for a marketing agency. Today I wrote an article about a book called Anime Architecture. That is, it looks like a really neat book, but it costs $200. But it's like a big coffee table book, and it's all of this gorgeous architecture that is from all these famous animes.
Cool.
Anyway, so I did that today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like I thought, there's not a trace of mold on you, even though you fell. I thought Chocolata's green tea was supposed to ravage any living thing it touches. So how the hell are you
Now that Chocolate is dead, the mold is gone, right?
Yeah.
I go back and forth between really liking this opening and really disliking this opening. Today I really like it.
Well, that's good.
Screw you, Chocolata! You thought I'd get all weepy over you? Give me a break.
So one of the patrons who we talk about at the end when we read the patron names is Secco Mode.
Yeah.
Is that a reference to Secco?
Yeah. And also the song Sicko Mode.
Oh.
You're a pretty quick thinker now, ain't ya? Your big brain saved you again. Just barely, though, so don't get cocky. Again, that body of yours is really weird. Just what the hell is wrong with you? You're riddled with glass, and yet there's not a drop of blood.
Is Bucciarati a zombie? I want to know.
He said that earlier.
Did he say he was a zombie?
Yeah, last episode. He said that he's dead, he's just controlling his body for a little while because of Giorno's power.
Oh, okay. I thought that we were just assuming that. I didn't realize he said it outright.
I saw it. It was quick, but I saw it. It was a reflection. No doubt from a peeping pair of binoculars. So that's the fella you and your stupid friends have been so desperate to meet. I think I saw him in a wheelchair. One of his legs looked like a prosthetic.
He's got really good eyes.
Yeah.
Because that's a long way away.
Shit. You don't even have to say a single word. Judging from your actions, I can already tell you've come to terms with meeting your end at the hands of my sanctuary. I'm not sure exactly where, but I can sense your carcass languishing just 20 meters away. Staying?
You said that last time, and you were wrong.
Or are you up to something? Let me guess. You got another plan? You're a quick thinker after all. Too bad.
Once again, tongues in this show. What is it with Iraqi and tongues?
Maybe it'll get explained in the manga book.
Maybe it will. Maybe there's a whole chapter on tongues. Tongues and punching.
12 years ago, it entered my possession after the battle in Egypt. The horrors this artifact has wrought will continue to rage.
Polnareff! What? He's back! And he's got David Bowie face.
Yeah.
Not that I needed confirmation, but I guess it's nice to know for sure. There was no way Bucciarati would have let any sort of harm befall an innocent kid like me.
Do we know who that kid is?
Yeah, that's Doppio.
Oh, yeah!
My strength, it's gone. I can't lift my... Syria. Even my vision's blurring. Am I finally out of time? I knew this moment would come. But why now?
Oh no! To be continued, what's gonna happen to Bucciarati?
What's gonna happen?
I don't know.
Alright. So what are your thoughts on this episode?
It was weird.
Do you have anything else to say?
It was neat to see Polnareff is back.
Yeah.
I don't remember what happened to Polnareff. Why does he have no legs?
We're probably gonna find out why.
Oh, so we don't know why?
Yeah.
Okay. So this isn't a Darth Maul situation. So we'll find out why he has no legs. He zipped a hole in Doppio, which was interesting. And I totally didn't recognize Doppio. I figured that he was someone important when his hat fell off.
Yeah.
But I don't want Bruno to die already.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's already dead. I don't want him to go away already.
Yeah.
I want him to last till the end.
Well, we've still got a whole finale ahead of us
I
that we'll
know.
have to watch later.
Yeah. Darn it.
Darn it.
Darn it.
Before we get to the patrons, I just want to say another fun fact about this episode.
Okay.
So in this episode, we had the stand users for Green Day and Oasis.
Uh-huh.
And this was written in like 1998-ish, I think. And you know how Chocolata, Green Day dies, and then Seko with Oasis is like, oh, I always hated you, and betrays him, kind of.
Yeah.
In 2004, the band Green Day wrote the song Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Right.
And the band Oasis got really mad at them because they thought they were ripping off the chord progression from their song Wonderwall.
Really?
So it's kind of funny how it like was a little bit of a coincidence.
That is a little bit of a coincidence.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just think it's neat.
Yeah. And boo-hoo for Oasis because Green Day's so much better. I mean, Wonderwall's a good song, but that whole Boulevard of Broken Dreams, that whole album, what's
Yeah.
that album called?
American Idiot.
American Idiot. That's a fantastic album.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
There we go. Now let's do the patrons.
Patrons! My favorite patrons. Alright, we have got the super cool patrons. Ammon Allen, Aram Lore, Bagner T, Blazing Opus, Blinky's dad loves Polnarev's beautiful hair and his mechanical legs. Cartoon King 13, Christian and Gwen, they changed it again.
Yeah.
They just change it all the time. Dystopia, Ebony Like the Wood, Emma Mosen, Honcho Hammerhose, Insane Tofu, Jameson Bowling, Joseph Michelli, Kalub Adabar, Louis Paul Letarte, Meep Sun, Mr. Someone, Next Gen Blue, Nicole Nippa, Nido, Noah Snowa, Pizza Time, Placeholder Name, Sarah Richards, Secco Mode, now I know who you're named after, Weird Choice, Tom Beveridge, Wild Frito, Willow, Chaffee, you're all terrific.
And we'll see you next week for more of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind.
Find out what happens to Bruno.
Yeah.